Good morning, my name is Chuck Vanderstelt and I'm the founder of the website quadwalls.com, and I'm a real estate agent in Northwest Indiana with Listing Leaders. Today I want to do a video about the ultimate guide on how to buy a house for the first time. So in this video we're going to review what you can expect when you're buying a home, and what I've done to make it a little bit more easy to understand is to break it down into pieces and talk about the 4 phases of the steps to go through, the early steps in purchasing your first home. So let's dive right in. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video. We've got a lot to cover, but I think we've done a really nice job on putting something together that's pretty easy to understand. So phase 1 of the ultimate guide on how to buy a house for the first time. Phase 1, look at your needs and wants. So what we want you to do is take a look at yourself, take a look at what you want to achieve, and when you're thinking about the house, break it down into your needs and your wants. Your needs could be things like the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, the yard size, the size of the home, what type of a home are you looking for? Is it a condo? Are you interested in a townhome? Do you want a house? Do you want a duplex? Kind of think about those types of things. Location, are you looking for a certain commute to your workplace? Do you want to be near maybe friends or family? Do you want to be in a certain school district? Another one that we encourage people not to forget about is the pets. If you have pets, what do they need? Do you need a certain size yard? Do you need a fenced yard? And then lastly, the speed. How quickly are you hoping to get all of this done to find the home and purchase it? After that, go ahead and look at your wants. Wants would be things that you would like, but you don't need. First would be features like a fireplace, a bathroom attached to the main bedroom, a large kitchen, those types of things. Walk-in closets. Those are features that are wants, not needs, but write those down. Anything else that's important to you, maybe that's not to the level of being a need, but is important to you, make note of that. And last, what is the highest monthly payment that you would be comfortable paying for your house? That's a pretty important piece of information. And what I say with all of my clients is, consider it with the house, the principal and interest repayment, the taxes, and the homeowner's insurance. And I do always ask for what's that very highest amount that you're comfortable with paying. So that's phase 1. Go through your needs and wants, write all those down. Phase 2 in the steps to buying a home for the first time would be to start contacting professionals. The first professional would be a lender or a mortgage broker or a loan officer, all the 3 different names for the same thing. If you're going to be buying the home in cash, you get to skip this step. But most people, you're going to need to be getting a mortgage to purchase the home. So reach out to a lender, reach out to a loan officer. The reason this is so important is we're going to get some really critical information from the lender. First off, can you even get approved to purchase a home? Can you get a mortgage? So that's a huge component. Second, what's the maximum amount that the lender will loan you? And then third, what type of loan will you be getting? Will it be an FHA loan, a conventional loan, an insured conventional loan? All of those pieces of information are very important to yourself, but they're also very important to your real estate agent. And while you're meeting with the lender and working with the lender, you can learn more about different payment scenarios, down payment sizes, and how increasing your down payment can affect your monthly payment, and kind of see what's the best scenario for you, and really start getting a lot of questions answered. The other professional you're going to want to contact is a real estate agent. Real estate agents, they're the ones who unlock the door and show you the home, and they also assist in searching for a home, but most importantly, they help manage the transaction. Once you find the home that you want to buy, you make an offer and you put it under contract. They're there to manage that transaction all the way through to the end. A question we get a lot is how to find a real estate agent. There's a lot of ways to find a real estate agent. You can get a referral, you could look around online, you could walk into a real estate office. Friends and family sometimes make referrals. And then there's some big websites where if you say, hey, I want to see such and such house, they just kind of assign you to a real estate agent. And I'm not a real big fan of that, because you show up at the home and you kind of get who you get. And I want more consumers to know that you have a lot of options. One thing that we did that I really encourage a lot of people to do is instead of just meeting an agent at the very first home and sticking with that agent, and that's fine and good if you really like who you meet. That's fantastic. But we encourage more people to, even buyers, to interview real estate agents, because you're going to be working with this person for probably 2 to 3 months. They're going to become a pretty important part of your life as you go through this process. And we've got 10 tips to give you, or 10 things to kind of watch out for if you do interview a real estate agent. And that's really easy to do. If I got a phone call today from somebody who said, I'm a pre-approved first-time home buyer, I'd like to meet you, I would be saying to them, what Starbucks do you want to meet at? What's your favorite local coffee shop? I'd love to buy you a cup of coffee and learn about you and share with you a little bit about me and see if we're a great fit. I would be jumping at the chance for that. And any real estate agent who doesn't is probably not a real estate agent that you should be hiring to work for you. But let's hop into these kind of 10 things to look for if you do take this advice and start interviewing agents, or even just talk with one on the phone. First off, their listing skills. What's the strength of their listing skills? Number 2, did they ask many follow-up questions? Number 3, did they check for understanding? And that's kind of a two-way street. When they share information with you, did they check to really make sure you understood it? And at the same time, kind of falling back into those follow-up questions, are they asking the right follow-up questions to check for understanding as you're talking to them about your needs, your wants, your timeline, and all those types of things? Did the agent come off more interested in you and what you're trying to do, or was the agent more interested in just talking about him or herself and all the things that they do and why they're the best? Really be careful with that. A really great agent is going to be a lot more interested in you and trying to understand what you want to do and giving you advice pretty much right away. Look for an agent who works with buyers frequently. There's a lot of real estate agents that try to turn their businesses to primarily focusing on sellers, which would be listings. You want to find an agent who's still pretty actively engaged with working with buyers. Buyers should make up at least 40% of their business. If not, you might want to think about looking in a different direction. Were they on time? If you do have an in-person meeting, were they on time? And things happen. Sometimes I'll be meeting with clients and it is just so hard to break away, and you tell them 5 times, I need to be somewhere else. Now I just have to go. Things happen. Trains, traffic. Okay, so if they're late, did they at least call ahead and say, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm just running 5 minutes late. I promise I'm on my way. And if they did make that call, did they then just show up 5 minutes late? If so, don't hold that against them too much. But were they on time for the meeting? If not, if they were late, did they call and let you know they were going to be late? And did that all line up? During the meeting, were they distracted? I think that's pretty important. Did they seem interested, or were they distracted? Were they fumbling around with their phone? Did they take any notes whatsoever? Or did they just really seem like they didn't want to be there? If they seem like they didn't want to be there, don't hire that real estate agent. Were they easy to speak with? Whoever you interview, was he or she really easy to talk to and conversational? Did they do what they said? If they said they were going to bring something, or had a flyer or an infographic or anything like that, if they agreed to do something or said they were going to bring something, did they do it? Did they follow through? That's what you're looking for, is the follow through. Lastly, your overall feel. Just what's your overall feel from the agent? Did you feel like you could trust them? I mean, you're hiring a real estate agent. You're buying a home for the first time. You don't know this process. You're going to be putting a lot of trust in somebody. So what was your overall feel about the individual? Did they seem competent, trustworthy, and like they were going to work hard for you? That's pretty much the 3 things that you're looking for. And then one bonus tip, follow-up. after the meeting, pay attention for how they follow up with you. If they don't follow up with you for a week, were they really that interested in working with you? So really kind of keep an eye on follow up. All right, so that was phase 2. That was a long phase. Phase 2, interact with professionals. Start talking to a lender. You can go to your local bank. You can go to a mortgage broker. You can get a referral. But talk to a lender, get your pre-approval, find out your loan type. Start talking with real estate agents. Share your needs and wants list with them. And find the professionals that are going to work for you to get this done. Phase 3, that'll go a lot faster. Basically in phase 3, all you're doing is searching for homes and you're going on showings. So you're going to be getting on the websites. Maybe your real estate agent has an app. Here at quadwalls.com, we have an app. We have our own website. You can search for homes for sale. Or you're going to go to your favorite website and just kind of search for homes. When you see a home that you like, I strongly encourage you to schedule a showing. Reach out to your real estate agent, say, hey, I want to see 123 Banana Street on Tuesday at 4. Your agent will get everything set up. Also, we encourage clients, hey, if you see a house online and it kind of catches your eye, but you're not sure if you want to see it, if you have any questions, reach out to us. Your agent should get property-specific questions answered for you. That's part of our job. That's part of what we do. Or even if you're a little reluctant, still go see the house. I mean, you never know. I think too often people pass on homes that they really should go see. That's pretty much it in phase 3, a lot quicker phase. You're going to be searching for a home a lot. Your real estate agent will be doing the same. Okay, phase 4, that's where you make your offer. And in this, we're going to assume that your offer gets accepted. So I broke phase 4 down into 4 additional steps. So phase 4 is final phase of the process. You make an offer. Your real estate agent's going to assist you with making that offer. You might get a counter offer. That's okay. Then you just kind of are negotiating with the seller. Again, your real estate agent should be assisting you with every one of those. Once your offer is accepted, that's going to be step 2. Your offer gets accepted. Now you need to start completing all your obligations and any contingencies inside the contract. And okay, what are those? That could sound a little scary, but they're really not. Some of these obligations could include getting your earnest money turned in, getting all the documents to your loan officer in time, working towards your loan approval, getting the home inspected. You might have reserved the right to inspect the home. You might have even reserved the right to inspect the home and have an opportunity to ask the seller to repair some things. So you're going to be going through all of those contingencies and all those obligations and just kind of checking those off the list. Your real estate agent and your lender is going to be watching over you, making sure that all that work's getting done on time. Step 3 of this 4th and final phase would be loan approval. All those obligations and contingencies I just mentioned, your real estate agent's really heavily involved in those, and those usually get knocked out within the first 2 weeks after your offer's been accepted. Once those are all done, what I like to say to people is it's kind of like 2 pilots flying an airplane, your real estate agent and your lender. The real estate agent's the pilot, the lender's kind of like the first officer. Once all those contingencies are done, it's time for the pilot, your real estate agent to kind of sit back. Hey, first officer, kind of keep an eye on things. And they kind of put that airplane on autopilot. During that time, your lender is getting a lot of work done on getting your loan to final approval. So you'll really just be working with your lender quite a bit. Your real estate agent will always be there, but your real estate agent will be pretty quiet because there's not really any work for us to do. We've done everything we need to do for the moment. You get your loan approval, and then it's time for the 4th and final step, which is closing. You go to the title company where you're planning to close. Buyer shows up, seller shows up, real estate agents show up, your lender might show up. And it takes about an hour. You sign a whole bunch of pieces of paper, money transfers to the seller, and title to the property transfers to you as the buyer. You get the keys, and you walk out the door as a homeowner. Closing takes about an hour. This whole process from getting your offer accepted to getting to closing, getting to the closing table, takes about 32 to 45 days. We usually stretch them out a little bit more in the summertime because we know the title companies and lenders are really busy. but most of the year, about 35 to 40 days is a tighter average, but we can get them done sometimes in around 30, 32. But seeing a transaction take 45 days isn't too unusual either. So that is the ultimate guide on how to buy a house for the first time. If you have any other questions, feel free wherever you're seeing this video, whether it's on our Facebook page or on YouTube. You could contact us, you could leave us a comment, and we'll work hard to get back to you. If you really like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, like our Facebook page. And if you're in Northwest Indiana, that's where Quad Walls is based, and currently that's the market that we're serving. If you're in Northwest Indiana and you're watching this, go to our website, click the rewards button, and you will get a special reward. We give home buyers a home purchase rebate. We will rebate you 10% of the commission that we earn when we help you buy a home, up to a $1,000 rebate amount. So if you buy a $200,000 house and it produces a $5,000 commission, which is not unusual, we'll give you a rebate after closing of $500. So go to quadwalls.com. Right there on the home page, you'll see a button down at the bottom left, whether you're mobile or desktop. It'll say rewards. Click that, and you can go ahead and sign up and be a part of our rewards program. And feel free to search for some homes for sale on our website. I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.